Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a young girl named Lily. She lived in a small village that was constantly haunted by a fierce dragon. This dragon would often swoop down from the mountains, destroying the village's crops and homes, leaving everyone in despair. Growing up, Lily heard stories of the dragon's destructive nature from her parents and everyone in the village. They lived in fear and knew that they were helpless against the dragon's might. But Lily was different. She couldn't stand seeing her village suffer and decided she could no longer sit idly by. She knew she had to do something to stop the dragon's reign of terror. One day, she went to the deep forest in search for help of the warlock that was known to be wise and kind. At the midst of the forest, an enchanted old man sitting under a huge tree. She found and asked him, "Are you the good warlock of this forest?" The old man replied, "Yes, I am. What you are seeking for?" Lily replied, "I asked for your help for my family and my village. The dragon that giving terror to us must be put to end." And the old man spoken with surprise and sadness. "You have a brave heart looking for me in the deep forest, and I know the dragon had been enormously killing and eating the forest and village creatures. I can't do anything about it because I'm bound not to harm any living creatures. But you have to do it yourself." Lily's replied to him, "How can I do that?" The old man gave her a needle and said, "This is not an ordinary needle. It was soaked to a snake venom with dark magic. Even a small single prick to any mighty creature like the dragon can end its life." The old man explained further, "You must have a plan. Taking down the dragon facing it alone would be very dangerous." Lily's response was, "I do what I have to do." So she gave the warlock her gratitude and headed out of the mountain to her home. After further contemplation and planning, she announced to her family that she was leaving the village to find the dragon's lair and put an end to its destruction. Her mother was reluctant, worried for Lily's safety, but Lily was determined. With her bag packed, filled with all the essentials she would need on her journey, Lily set out from the village, embarking on a long and arduous journey through the mountains to find the dragon's lair. After many days and nights of trekking through the mountains, Lily finally arrived at the dragon's lair. It was situated high up in the mountains, surrounded by sheer cliffs and forbidding peaks that seemed to touch the sky. The dragon's lair was an imposing place that filled Lily with both awe and fear. It was a massive cave situated in the heart of the mountain, and Lily could hear the sounds of the dragon's deep growls echoing within. Lily knew she had to make the dragon hear her voice, so she stepped forward and shouted at the top of her voice, "Dragon, I have come to talk to you." To her surprise, the dragon appeared before her, its giant form looming over her. With a menacing growl, it asked, "What brings a tiny human to my lair?" Lily put fear aside and stepped forward, looking the dragon straight in the eye. "I have come to ask you to stop destroying my village. We are simple people who have done nothing wrong to you. We have always respected your territory, and we hope you can do the same for us." The dragon laughed. "I am too powerful for any human to defeat me. What can you possibly do, little girl?" Lily took a deep breath, steadying herself, and then pulled out a small needle. The dragon laughed again. "What are you going to do with that, little girl?" Lily replied, "This needle might seem small, but a little bit of poison can do wonders. I am going to use this to defeat you." The dragon scoffed and bared his teeth, but Lily was fearless. With all her courage, she charged towards the dragon and plunged the needle into his eye. To the dragon's surprise, he immediately felt weak. Lily was looking at the needle that weakened the dragon's strength. With each step, the dragon grew weaker until he finally collapsed. Lily had saved her village from the fearsome dragon, and from that day on, she became known as a warrior in her village. And her story of bravery and courage was passed down from generation to generation. The village celebrated Lily's brave and courageous act, and she received heartfelt praise from everyone. Her mother was proud of her for having shown such great courage, and the village wouldn't be haunted with fear anymore. Lily had faced a great challenge, but she had emerged victorious. From then on, she was known as a true hero and a source of inspiration to all those who have faced impossible odds and won.